Hey y'all, Scott Ferguson here. Things like that. Today on Walk With Me, we're still doing some camping cooking. Steak and eggs. That's what's on the menu this morning. Man, I've been on the road for like 10 days. I cooked the steak last night. Man, oh man. So we're gonna do it again today. It's steak and eggs for breakfast. So it's 20 degrees out. Woo, this is cold. Every time I wash something or get something wet, it freezes. Now time for the salt. We're gonna liberally put that salt on. Okay, so I've got water boiling for the potatoes. We're gonna let that thing sit. All right. Okay, guys. Always use your handles. Okay. When you go take the lid off, hold the handle. Now I put my potatoes in one of my silicone bowls so I can hold the handle and pour in the potatoes. All right. So we're gonna boil those potatoes for about 10 minutes or so to help cook them through a little bit. We'll put in some butter and then some cheese on top, salt and pepper. It's gonna be good. Okay, so today I'm using the charcoal briquettes today. I didn't want to mess around. With any of the wood from the fire. I've got a fire starter down in there. So again, we got the briquettes, the fire starter's in there. About 15 minutes or so, I'd say we'll probably have some gray coals. All right, guys, it's warming up. It's 24. So right now, my camera went dead, but I've got my solar charging station plugged into the camera. We are good to go. Potatoes are boiling. All right, so we're gonna finish off this steak. We're gonna put on some Montreal steak seasoning. Get it some pepper on there. Flop that sucker over. Repeat. Pepper. All right, so this thing is ready to go into the fire. Okay, so we've got us some nice coals going in there, nice gray color. Again, that's what you want. You want gray coals. Potatoes are looking like they're probably boiled. Oh yeah, go ahead and dump this. We gotta save a little butter for our steak. We got some pads of butter in there. Get that butter down in the bottom. Get the bottom of the pan coated with butter, or else your potatoes will stick. We don't want that. Put that back on there. We're doing red Mrs. Dash. And potatoes can take some seasoning, you know. There's that starch and whatnot. And then this is Malaysian sea salt, roasted garlic, and some herbs. I'm gonna turn this down a bit. Now it's cheese time. that on top. Cover. Turn it off. Okay, so the potatoes are hot. They're gonna melt the cheese. And for the steak. Okay guys, so gray coals. I'm gonna put this ribeye on there. Oh yeah. We got a nice crust going. Oh, look at that. Woo. All right, this is getting close, y'all. All right, guys. Butter time. All right, guys. So now I got to use this rack for my stove, if you remember. Okay, guys. Coming down the final stretch. We got our cheesy potatoes. We've got our steak in the butter bath. And now the eggs. I couldn't crack these earlier, or else they would have froze. Everything that's wet was freezing. Old school one-handed crack. Okay, anyway, sorry about that. All right, scrambled eggs is what we're doing today. These yolks are cold. Nothing wants to break up, and when it does, it stays separated. All right, let's get some of this pepper in here. You know, we got 7, 8 eggs. A little onion powder. And I like just a little bit of milk in there. This is whole milk. Yeah, so I mean, we're on like day 10 of this road trip I've been on. Something like that. Land O'Lakes. Guy on. So let's get that butter melting. Eggs are ready. We're like 7 minutes from eating, y'all. Stay tuned. Okay, the final stretch, the eggs. Now I like to get plenty of butter in my pan. Now this is going to be a lot of eggs for this little pan. But you know, we're not scared. All right, and like I was saying the other day, always hold your pan when you're pouring food in. Hold the handle. So this is going to take just a second to get going. Hold your handle. Okay, we're starting to get a little something going on. Just a little bit, here, there, pull, push, run around the edge. We're losing heat. So what I'm doing is I'm getting my wind guard out. It's not windy, that's why I didn't have it out already. But it also, you know, makes the heat rise up in there too. All right. Look at that, starting to get some activity. These wind guards are crazy, and they immediately increase the temperature.
Yeah, I like the wind guard.
The wind guard is awesome.
It's working out. It's cooking.
Yeah, I wasn't getting enough cooking.
Enough heat, huh?
Yeah, that wind guard really pushes the heat up in it. So when you got a lot of eggs in your pan, you got to pull and let the runny eggs get around down. Pull up. Pull up. Oh yeah. It's been a minute since I cooked this many eggs. It's coming together though. Got just a couple more turns. All right, that's a wrap on the heat. All right, so but we're not done just yet. We still got to keep these guys moving. Now, still have cheese to add. Okay, that last little bit of egg. That last little bit of egg is cooking. Work that in a little. All right, y'all. And again, we are still filming because of this solar charging station. Because the battery on the phone went dead. All right, so let's take a look at this steak. I think we're in good shape. All right, let's see what we got, folks.
So good you gave me.
Yeah, this is going to be...
Cut it down.
Oh, man, y'all.
That's a good thing. That's all right.
Yeah, this is looking good, y'all. Oh, man. I mean, that is... I gotta try it. On the money. All right, so let's finish cutting up the steak. We got plenty of food for the two of us. We even got orange juice, Frank says. We do not mess around. All right, guys, so here we are. Let's serve this up.
What's in there?
We got the potatoes. All right, y'all, so we got the potatoes, cheesy potatoes. Again, this is going to be a food for a feast. Steak on there.
How many eggs was that?
It's
6?
like 7 or 8. And again, you know, you never know. So, man. Okay, guys. Steak and eggs with some cheesy potatoes on the side. Oh, yeah. Man, doesn't get much better than that, y'all. Frank, what do you say?
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff?
Good.
All right.
Especially in rough and camping.
Yeah, I know roughing about this. All right, guys, so this afternoon is burgers. They're going to be phenomenal burgers. Y'all stay tuned.